Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Dave Neal here, host of Bachelor Recap, a guy's review. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Can you believe it? As you saw from the title of this video, we've got a spoiler in Bachelor Nation. Reality Steve just leaked who he believes is the next Bachelorette of 2021. I'm about to share this spoiler with you. I was kind of like debating on whether or not to post this video, but I'm going to ramble for the next 30 seconds in case you're watching on your TV and you need to turn this off. I'm about to share with you the spoiler of who the next Bachelorette is. It also includes an upcoming spoiler for this next episode of The Bachelor. Not a finalist spoiler, but it'll spoil what happens to this fine lady, and then she'll become the Bachelorette. So, anyway, happy Super Bowl Sunday. You've got the Kansas City Chiefs against the greatest football player of all time, Mr. Thomas Edward Brady, who has been to 20% of all Super Bowls ever played. Tom Brady's going for his 7th ring. He's going to get arthritis on his fingers from so many Super Bowl rings before he gets it in his knees from 20-odd seasons of playing in the NFL against the greatest, some of the greatest athletes known to man. I digress, folks. Okay, are you guys ready for this? Let's reveal, and again, I'm not a big spoiler guy. I don't really care to do any research on my own end. If a spoiler comes, I don't mind it, but I'm kind of like, I like to just order from the menu and let the food come to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like a spoiler. I don't like too many spoilers because then, you know, like the show, it's like when you know the ending, it's like I don't like to watch Survivor if I know who's going to win. You know what I mean? Anyway, speaking of that, I will be starting to recap the Survivor series this fall. I'm going to be getting into those recaps as well. Anyhow, folks, let's get into it. I gave you enough time to pause. And if you're going to comment, you took too long to get to the point. That's right. I didn't want anyone to unnecessarily get this spoiler if they weren't ready for it. So let's get into it. I'll play some music here to get us ready for the spoiler. The upcoming Bachelorette of the 2021 season. Are you guys ready for this? There she is, folks. Katie. Katie's the upcoming Bachelorette, according to Reality Steve. Now, some contestants, I think Mari said no. Maybe there was someone else. Some contestants said this is not true, but let's read this tweet here. At the Women Tell All taping this past Thursday, Katie Thurston was announced as the next Bachelorette. Katie gets eliminated on Monday's episode during her one-on-one with Matt, which is very interesting because it's not too often that someone gets eliminated on a one-on-one date. You know, most people don't even realize if you're on a one-on-one date, they have to give you the rose, and if you don't get the rose, you go home. Bags are packed, ready to go. Katie, of course, a highlight of the season as far as a positivity for the female gender. She really exemplified what it means to not trash talk someone who's not there. Learn to listen to people like Sarah Trott when Sarah was going through problems. I mean, Katie and Sarah had that really heartfelt conversation where they were able to get emotional. Katie was also very strong in sticking up against Victoria when Victoria was asking her for an apology and she put her foot down and said no. So a lot of people have said Katie has been getting the Bachelorette edit the whole time because her edit has been so good. And then the question is begged, is that because she's just a great person? Some people have commented. I'll read a few comments from people. Let me know in the comment section if you like this choice. Of course, in the hyper sensitive world we live in, there are people that wish the Bachelorette was someone of a different color. I think what's interesting about Katie is she doesn't fit the mold of pageant queen, influencer. She's a sassy, really funny. I love her humor, and that says, I mean, I'm really. Some people like, you get people like Becca and JoJo. Yeah, they're fun. They've got Katie's got wit. Katie's got a lot of strong wit, and that's a survival mechanism in this world. Let me tell you that. So let's see what some people have to say about her. Here we go at The Sun. I like to get all my great news from The Sun. Katie Thurston, rumored to be the next Bachelorette. And again, maybe she's not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe a Reality Steve is wrong. But in the end, who really cares? I think this is a huge get for the show. She's going to lose the Puritans that the hyper sort of conservative people because, as we remember, Katie brought a sex toy onto the show to keep her busy in case Matt was busy with other women, as we know from the intro. Very funny. Obviously, she was doing it as a joke, but kind of not, you know what I mean? Good vibrations. Hey, folks, just toying with you. You know what I mean? She says, no fake orgasms here. I mean, this is a boss lady. This isn't someone who's like 6 foot tall, runway model. She's beautiful. She's funny. I don't know what else there is to say when you got a sense of humor and you got the looks to back it up. And not that you need looks to back up your sense of humor, folks. There she is, learning the skateboard. I mean, you know, a lot of people have mentioned she didn't have too much chemistry with Matt. We'll have to see how this one-on-one goes. It's very interesting. He's going to send her home on a one-on-one. Obviously, he's got a bunch of choices because I think she's very well liked by the house, and I think Matt liked her too. But, you know, when there isn't chemistry there, not everyone's meant to be together. So we'll read a few of your comments down here. She's a 30-year-old, by the way. We've gone to a 30-year-old bachelorette, which shouldn't be news, but she's a bank marketing manager from the state of Washington. The bachelor contestant knows exactly what she wants in a man and is done wasting her time on boys who won't live up to her expectations. She's described as the most loving and committed partner anyone could ask for. She quickly became a Bachelor fan favorite as fans have praised her for her honesty and self-awareness on the dating competition show. She approached Matt and informed him of the bullying going on within the group. And of course, as we know, here's the photo of her revealing her good vibrations, her handheld device, if you will, her wireless technology. There it is. They had to black that out right there. But God forbid they show, a sex toy. I mean, it's not like, I get it, right? What else can we say about her? I'll read a few comments from people here in the comments section. Let me pull up one that I had on my phone. I got this new phone here. It scans my face to see what the hell's going on. And not everyone's happy. Not everyone was happy. Here's a comment. Hi, just wanted to note something here. No hate should be directed at Katie, at least based on what we've seen of the season so far. Katie's not at fault here, and people shouldn't be disparaging Katie in the comments. Yeah, it's not her fault she got chosen. Not to say anyone would think it is her fault. Hate should be directed, but then this person says hate should be directed towards ABC execs and producers for skipping over at least 6 women of color who made it further than Katie. I'm angry at ABC because they would never skip over a top 6 if they were all white, and obviously did so this time because they didn't want another woman of color as the lead. Did they even offer these women of color the role? It seems unlikely that 6 out of 6 would have all said no. ABC wanted to go back to their usual white woman formula for next season. In order to do that, they had to edit a white F12, F11. That means like how far in. So this is actually, it's not a horrible point. Usually what would happen, and again, this season's all off because of COVID and this and that, but usually what happens is the person who came in 3rd place or 4th place had their heart broken, they had their storyline kind of fulfilled, but also they weren't like a complete finalist. Usually when it's a complete finalist, it's too close to the turnaround period. But they've already had to film the Women Tell All, and this info was leaked at the Women Tell All. Now, could it be that they leaked the wrong name? Absolutely. In which case, you're a sucker, you watched this, and then we all, gossiped over nothing. It just reminded me of high school. They said Katie has been rightfully praised the last few weeks for standing up for people, but can we praise her and still believe that her becoming the lead is a huge snub to the women who never would have been skipped over had their skin been white? We can still acknowledge that if they had people of color F12, F11 that was lovable and stood up for people, they would never give her the gig over a white top 5 period. I'm not going to have this debate because the rules are different this year because of the pandemic. They needed to announce somebody while the show hasn't, say Serena P becomes the 3rd place person. That's like several episodes away. So I think part of their decision was let's find the right bachelorette, but also let's announce somebody that we're not going to be too deep into the spoiler with. I could be wrong. I could be, who knows? But it's still very interesting stuff that's going on. Someone said, if this is true, I'm super excited. I stan Katie, which I hate that. I hate that word, stan. If anyone stans me, let me know in the comments. I don't get what stan means. Are you a fan? I don't like when we make words that make me have to redefine. Tosh, you know what stan means? It means I like someone. Why can't you just say you like someone? Let me replace stan for this person says, I like Katie hard, not just because of her confidence and personality, but because she's relatable. This is what I love. This comment sums up everything about Katie from this random user on Reddit. I've only been watching since Colton season, but I've never seen a contestant that I've thought, that could be me, until Katie. I mean, she works at a bank, thrifts her clothes, lives in a very average apartment house, and makes TikToks about eating Taco Bell in bed with her cat. Taco TikToks. This is our first TikToker on the show, right? She's gorgeous, but in a very girl next door way. It's refreshing to have someone different to watch than a model/pageant queen turned wannabe influencer. Hoping for a good set of guys a la Tasha since she's 32. If only she were into women too, I'd apply faster than you can say vibrator. Hilarious. Hilarious. Look, she's the real package. And here's what Katie is going to force Bachelor producers to do. Katie is going to force them to pick men that can handle a strong woman. I'm not saying they haven't done this in the past, but you know, there's certain guys that Katie's going to be like, no, we're not doing this. Oh, you guys all want to fight? You guys want to all grab ass instead? Get out. Done. Katie's going to clear house. She's going to set the bar at a level that's going to demand a certain amount of respect, but at the same time, I think it's going to get her to meeting a better guy. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you like this choice. And of course, we'll see what happens. But I know what's going to happen today. Tom Brady's going to come in clutch when the Tampa Bay Bucks need him. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. You see you Monday, 10 p.m. for the live stream. Bye, everybody.